Hi everyone, and welcome to my new video. And because we're 12 days away from Christmas Eve, I think this is a very appropriate video to be filmed and to be talked about. What are the best tips to stay on track during the holidays? So holidays. When you think of holidays, what do you think of? What is the first thing that pops into your head? Probably food. At least this is what I've been conditioned to think about every time I think of holidays. So if I think of Thanksgiving, I think of turkey. If I think of Christmas, I think of Christmas cookies and ham. Because holidays are associated so much with food, I think it's important to talk about this topic. And those that are interested in staying on track throughout the holidays, I think this video should suit you really well. So tip number one, do not stop or delay reaching your fitness goals because Christmas or holidays are on their way. You should not make that an excuse to not work out and wait until January 1st to start. Start before. You can do it. Like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal if you start before. All right, so let's fast forward to the day of the holiday, and you know you're gonna have that dinner at night. So throughout the day, you want to make sure that you're eating smaller meals to keep you full. So, because if you're not full, you're gonna be super starving by that evening and you're just gonna devour everything in your way. So make sure you're eating small meals, high in proteins and high on vegetables, so you're not hungry throughout the day and come to dinner starving. A few good options are salads, carrots, celery. Those are for vegetables. And then you can also have, for proteins, you can have chicken or eggs or turkey or protein shakes, anything that's just gonna keep you filled up throughout the day. So tip number three, make sure you're bringing some food with you to the party. And I'm not talking about like bringing your own food just to eat for yourself, but to share with everybody else. So you can bring healthier options such as spaghetti squash or like sweet potatoes or anything else you can think of that might be a healthier option for you to share for everybody and then for you to eat for yourself as well. Like that, like you can stuff yourself on healthier options and not so much on unhealthier options such as like gravy or stuffing or whatnot. Tip number four, make sure that you're running around and staying active. Don't just sit on the couch and not do anything, because that's just gonna slow down your metabolism a lot. A good tip is to pretend like that holiday is a regular day and go work out in the morning and then go to dinner after. If your gym doesn't open or whatever, you can go for a walk or for a run or anything just to stay active. If your holidays are filled with your family from from when your eyes open, plan out activities that you can do with your family and your friends, such as playing football outside or basketball or Twister, anything. Just make sure that you're staying active, like that you're burning off the calories, and you can save up and ration your calories for the meal that you're gonna have at the end. So you can have more calories you can eat later on. And then make sure you're also doing that before and after your meal. So stay active throughout the whole thing, and like that you're also not thinking of food, you're thinking of the game or dancing at parties or whatever the activity may be, but just do something. Stay moving. Once it's almost time to eat, there's always like little appetizers that you can have. I always try to stay away from bread and starchy food, because those types of foods just make you even more hungry. And they also make you a little bit bloated as well. If you notice, whenever you go to a restaurant, what do they usually give you as a starter if it's for free? It's usually like a basket of bread, because that's just gonna elicit for you to be hungry. So a good tip is to stay away from them, and if you are gonna have them, just have them with your meal and closer to the end. That way you're already stuffed. Tip number six, you are ready to start eating, you're about to serve yourself some food. Make sure that you always serve yourself more vegetables, and that way you get filled up with vegetables before you eat the other types of foods that you don't really want to eat. Another good tip, besides giving yourself more vegetables, is to eat the vegetable first and then the other foods, and that way by the time you get to the other the other options of foods, you're already filled up. Tip number 7. Once you're done eating, everyone's done eating, you know, get up and clean up all the food, put them into Tupperwares, whatever is left over, and put that in the fridge. This is a good tip because, you know, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Tip number 8, not everyone can just, you know, pretend like the food is not there. Like I, for myself, sometimes I go back and get more and whatnot. So it is important for you to do 2 things. You can either have gum, and that way, like, you chew off the taste, or you can brush your teeth. Brushing your teeth, I don't know, at least for me, every time I brush my teeth, like, I'm always like, I'm good, I don't need anything else. And I do that usually on the daily basis as well. So minty gum and brushing your teeth with minty toothpaste, or any toothpaste. Just brush your teeth. Tip number 9. Okay guys, almost there. Let's go through this. So tip number 9. And this is for the food and alcohol pushers. Don't do it. So when you go to parties, there's always gonna be that one person that's always like, here, have some more. Are you not hungry? Have some more. You're so skinny. Have some more. Screw them. You know what? You just need to learn how to say no to those people. You know, if they're gonna keep pushing food and alcohol on you, like, you just have to tell them either no, or you can follow my next trick. What you do, if you have if there's not only just one person that's pushy and there's a couple of people, especially with alcohol and food, or I mean, I guess that's what I'm talking about. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get a cup, a red cup. You're gonna fill it up with Coke and rum. Okay, listen to this. Okay, and then as you're walking around the party, you're gonna have your Coke and rum on your hand. You're not gonna drink any out of it because it's nasty. So, I'm not an alcohol drinker, so like I don't like it, but regardless. So, make a drink that you don't like. So, you know, you're just gonna be walking around with your drink, and every once in a little while, especially if it's an outside party, you know, you dump a little bit of it. And that way, you know, you have to keep getting refilled, and everyone's like, oh my God, geez, Stephanie's about to get, she's so drunk right now. Oh my God, how is she holding up? And you know, if you want to play a little tipsy game too, you can. But here, you know, that's a trick. Same with the food. If you have a lot of food pushers that, you know, just bring you foods like, here, have some quiche, or here, have some dumplings. I don't know what kind of party this is. It's a very international party. So, you know, you get it. There's a dog, give it to the dog. Or, you know, pass it on to somebody else, or just toss it in the trash. Just don't eat it. Like that, you know, you don't make anyone unhappy, and, you know, you're fitting in, everyone's happy, and that pusher's not trying to push food on you. I mean, I guess you still are, but you're not eating it. All right, tip number 10, stay hydrated. A lot of these foods have a lot of salt. So, you know, drinking a lot of water is just gonna help you flush it all out, and like that you won't feel as bloated. And then it's also going to keep you satisfied as well. You're not gonna feel as hungry if you're filled with water. All right, so last 2. Tip number 11, make sure that you wait before you have seconds and thirds. A good amount to wait is between 20 and 40 minutes. Because that's the time it takes your body to realize that it's full. So, when you're eating your first plate, you eat it, and then you're gonna wait the 20 or 40 minutes, you're gonna talk to somebody, you're gonna play outside, you're gonna do whatever you need to do to just get distracted, and then your stomach's gonna be like, oh, you know what, Stephanie, you're not hungry. Like, we can stop here. And then lastly, tip number 12, we're here guys, we're here. Tip number 12. Remember that holidays are not about food. Holidays are about spending time with your loved ones, with your family, with your sisters, with your brothers, with your friends, with the strangers that crashed your party, whatever the case may be. But it's not about food, it's about that. So just remember that and have fun and enjoy your time, and, you know, like, remember what your goals are and make those realistic goals that you want to reach, and just enjoy your holidays. Alright guys, so we've reached the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please make sure you hit that like button, I think it's the thumbs up, that like button, and subscribe. And if you guys want to see anything else, please, 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 please comment below or send me an email to this email right here somewhere in this thing if I figure out Premiere. And subscribe. I already said that. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, please. And I see you guys on the next one.